Hello, everyone, and welcome to episode 18 of your favorite podcast. I don't know. Hosted by myself, Jackie.
And Sana. Episode 18. Let's cheers to...
Cheers to episode 18.
Cheers.
Oh, good reach. Cheers.
This is going to be the last one of the year.
Yes, last episode of the year. And we, because of it, we have two special guests with us. It's our Bitch and Wine episode. Heavy emphasis on the wine, W-I-N-E. We have Aesha and Bianca.
Hi.
Welcome. So exciting. So Sana is actually the one who is the common thread. Of all of us. So explain intro. How do we all know each other?
So Aesha and I met in PE class.
What grade?
10th or 11th.
You were 11.
I was 11. So her 10th year. I want to say that we met because we were both lazy asses. She's going to say that she enjoyed PE.
I enjoyed
But
PE.
I'm going to say the reason we met is because I didn't enjoy PE. So how would we meet if she was enjoying PE? So that is how we met. And ever since we met, we've been inseparable. Yes. And then me and Aesha went to Orange Coast College.
No, Bianca.
No.
Oh,
too.
I'm sorry. Okay. Are you trying to tell us our life?
I don't know. I'm sorry.
She's
the
like,
wine's already kicking in.
I think I know.
That's for sure for me too.
Yeah. So no, I went to Orange Coast College first because we were a year apart. My first year there, I had a friend that knew Bianca. Actually, I knew of this friend and I met her. We had the same class. Then I met that friend through Bianca because Bianca went to high school with her. So she connected us. So we made our little trio
group
at OCC. We'd meet at the library and all that. And then Aesha joined OCC a year later, and the trio became a foursome. And then we have been super tight since.
Yes.
And then I meet Jackie a year later.
Yeah, Nordstrom.
And then I introduce everybody else.
Yeah.
Here we are.
You were the thread.
Yeah,
Thread. Many years later. Because now
weaving together friendships all over the world.
We're talking about, we're 30 now. So I met her at 15, 16. Met you at 18.
Yeah.
Met you at 20.
Yeah.
And
met you before my husband.
I was there when she met her husband.
Yeah,
so
that's
Bianca
right.
is married.
Yes.
And us three are single.
Yeah, 3 out of the 4.
Single and looking.
Yeah.
So if you know anybody.
Single and looking.
If you know anybody, please let us know.
Let us know.
Send us the photo first. And height included, and we'll let you know.
You can email us.
Yeah. And income. No, I'm just kidding. Credit score, debt to asset ratio, just the basics.
Credit score, I think. It's a good one.
Yeah.
It's a good standard.
So me and Aesha were there.
Yeah.
We're there when she met Joey. Yeah. We were part of the first. So she met Joey in college.
Genesis,
they had class together.
They were one of the first ones who heard about how I felt
guy.
about
That is so right.
Yeah.
And that's what's so crazy is when you start remembering the initial conversations, and it's like, oh my God, I remember when you're like, hey, so I met this guy, and now they're married. To go from that to,
But I remember her saying, she's like, it's not normally what I go for, but I'm really into it.
That's literally what you said.
That's
This is
literally-
not my
yeah.
usual type.
At all.
But something about him.
It was one of those moments where I was very hesitant to show you guys those photos. You know?
Yeah, you're like, okay, this is not a great photo.
Yeah, exactly. I'm like, he doesn't take any good photos. At all.
And back then we were so young.
Yeah.
Nobody had good phone. The phones were not that good.
There's no Instagram.
There's
no
no
Instagram.
Exactly.
There was a little Instagram, but it wasn't like how
It was more. It
Right.
was Facebook that was really big.
Yeah. And Twitter was a little still a thing.
Yeah. No.
And here we are.
Yeah, here you are.
Now Joey's
Don't go for your type.
Joey's
Joey's our husband now.
Yeah. Absolutely.
I'm happy to share.
He has 3 sister wives. He doesn't know it.
No, he knows it. He knows it.
That's
He
true.
knows.
You know, Joey's a sweetheart.
He's, I have to say, not being there from the beginning, but coming in later, truly, he's a great one.
Yeah.
He's a good one.
10 out of 10. Would recommend.
Absolutely.
Would
10 out of
recommend.
10.
They had an amazing wedding in Paris. And
Oh, stunning.
Stunning.
I saw
No.
pictures.
Beautiful.
I wasn't close enough to Bianca at that point.
The reunion.
The 10-year
anniversary.
anniversary.
No, it's a 4-year. What are we doing?
We're at 4 years, so in 6 years we'll
Yeah,
have a
or is it
We're
reunion.
doing a 10-year? It's far
That's
away.
the 10-year we'll do a reunion.
Yeah.
Should do a mini one for 5 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe Bali.
Yeah. Oh.
I think maybe we should think about that.
Yeah.
Should
Next
think
year.
about that.
Yeah.
I'm down.
Yeah. We're always down.
Always down.
We're always down for a good time.
Yeah, yeah.
Always. But yeah, gorgeous wedding. It was
Yeah.
one of the most fun weddings I've ever been to. We all stayed in this gorgeous chateau. And it was so much fun.
That's
And
beautiful.
what was so fun about it is that like there was like literally, because we were all out there, there was every day there was like an itinerary of things to do.
Yeah.
So we went to
I
like
love that.
the Louvre, we went to Disneyland.
The wedding was a small part.
That little
You
event.
basically just had, you had a trip with your friends, but you got married at the same time.
There was a dinner.
Yeah.
It was really small.
It was really small. I wore a white dress.
Yeah,
It was fine.
it was fine.
We like said some things. We
Exactly.
promised each other some stuff. But anyway, other than
It doesn't
that,
matter. Yeah, exactly.
it was like, it was cool.
It was a photo shoot. To be
It was
honest.
a photo shoot. They looked stunning.
It's like my favorite when like Beyonce performed at the halftime show. They were like, there was a football game.
There was
during
a
the
football
Beyonce concert.
That's exactly it.
That was exactly it. But no, honestly, she really opened my mind about having an intimate wedding in Europe. After her wedding, I was like, one of the most
so
fun
nice.
experiences I've had. And then
Yeah.
we also got thrown in, like some of us didn't know each other.
Yeah,
so like,
most of you guys
didn't know each
I
other.
didn't like to mix my friends.
yeah, I mean, it was so
I
funny.
don't know why,
I've
but-
known Bianca for so long, and I was like, you have cousins?
and you're close to them.
Wait, what? You have family?
That's who you see all the times I don't see you.
Yeah,
I thought
That's
you were an
confused.
orphan.
You have
I didn't know.
Yeah, you have another Indian friend?
I'm not the only one.
I'm not the only one.
That's true. That's true. I might NorCal. I might SoCal.
But literally, she
That's
goes to
true,
college after OCC. We transfer, and she goes to San Jose, and she finds another Indian friend. And I'm like, right away, that's it.
I didn't know the position needed to be filled, but apparently.
I
She
needed my
replaced
fix.
you.
I needed my
Yeah,
fix.
you
She
did
did
her
her
fix.
No, she did her fix. She found the best Indian joint to eat.
Wow.
Yeah.
She attracts the Indian crew.
Yeah.
I have that brown energy.
You do.
You do.
has to
Brown
Excuse my
energy.
paleness if you guys could see this. I'm pretty pale right now. I
mean,
go back.
Promise,
to
I am a
Hawaii,
brown
so-
girl.
Yeah, exactly.
I am brown. I
Yes.
promise.
She is brown. She's
I
just a
just
different
need
type
to
of
get-
brown.
I just need to go to the
Yeah.
sun a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what's fun about today's episode is your 4 favorite brown girls.
Because we all are brown.
Yes,
yeah.
we all
My
are
Indian
brown.
sister,
Mhm.
Ecuadorian,
Yeah.
and Mexican.
Yep.
You're more
Got
like
it all.
white,
Everything.
but
Well, okay. Well,
she doesn't even know Spanish, so
let's not get into that.
The pride is still there.
The heart is there.
The heart is
the
there.
heart
You know what I
is
mean?
thoroughly rice and beans. Okay.
Exactly.
With
For
a
me
little
too.
tortillas mixed in.
we're talking about getting burritos later.
Yeah.
so-
I love Mexican
That's a California
food.
thing too, though.
Yeah.
That is.
That's
That is.
true.
I was gonna say that's true. Like, if
That's
you
a
like go
California
really
girl.
into like Mexico food, you're like, nah,
Yeah.
it's not my favorite.
No,
Yeah.
I really actually hate Mexican food.
Because they
Yeah.
don't have the enchiladas.
But the flavor's not as
It's different.
Because they don't really
different.
flavor
Well, there's
a
so
lot,
many
honestly.
regions. That's the thing. Is that you
That's
have
true.
to
It
have
is
where you're
regional
going, right? Like if
cuisine.
you're going to like the beach, I think everything at the beach is good. But
Mariscos, yeah.
exactly. If we're
Yeah.
doing like ceviche and things like that.
Yeah.
But I get like the pueblitos and things like that. If you don't like mole.
Yeah.
I don't like
Yeah.
mole.
Yeah.
Well,
it's-
and
it's
the
heavy on the
seasoning
spice,
is
yeah.
not
Or the
really
smoky.
there a lot.
I think
yeah.
the seasoning is heavier here.
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely,
Way
because
more
it's Americanized.
flavorful.
It's
Yeah.
like Chinese food. If you went to China, like you're not going to find that in Hong Kong. You're not going to be like the orange chicken, please. Like that's
Okay, but I love Thai food. We went to Thailand. Was the food different?
It's different, but in a good way. I think the Thailand food was really good. Like the street food was good.
Yeah.
The pad thai, they do have the same stuff. But Thailand, the flavors are the exact same as what we have here.
yeah,
So it's relatable.
They're doing it good.
yeah.
Well, I heard they have an actual program that they send people from Thailand or they send money to sponsor restaurants here to infiltrate so that they actually have a
Oh, that's
big
amazing.
cuisine.
I
So
had
there-
no
so
idea.
Peru does that too,
That's
actually.
awesome.
So there's reasons why Peruvian and Thai food is really good here
Yeah.
because they
Yeah.
actually have actual Thai and Peruvian,
Peruvian
people who are
people.
actually,
Right.
yeah,
That's amazing.
Yeah, no, I love
they
Thai
actually
food.
want the cuisine to be known.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, because that's the thing is most of the restaurants here, it's like Mexican
Right.
American, right? Like
Mhm.
those are who own it, right? We've
Right.
been here for like a generation, maybe. Like it's not like you're really truly
Right.
having a program like that.
Exactly.
Which I think
yeah.
was
where you're
amazing.
funded by your government. That's
Exactly.
making sure you're getting all your ingredients.
Yeah.
Things like that. Yeah.
Yeah, no,
That's legit. Well,
that's
that's why it's so
amazing.
good.
More
Yeah.
of that. We need more. Of
That's
that.
why we like our Thai food
Love Thai food.
here. Are we hungry? Yeah.
Are we hungry? We're always
When are
hungry.
we not hungry? I'm like, come on.
It's like, that sounds
Yeah.
good right
Yeah.
now.
Yeah, no, that's us.
Yeah.
We're always like, I mean, like I'm not hungry, but like I could eat.
I don't think
That
we
sounds
ever
great.
hang out without food.
Yeah.
No.
You can't.
What for?
Yeah. Then what are we doing? Then I can just talk to you on the phone while I'm eating at my house.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
There's no point.
Which we
There's
do.
no point
Yeah.
to see you.
Yeah,
We
and,
do that all the
Bianca's
time.
actually very good at cooking, so
I am good at cooking.
we have some. I have gone to Bianca's house and she has made dough from scratch, and it was like build your own pizza essentially. And
Oh,
I'm
that's
like,
cute.
It was nice.
I love
And
that.
it was
a fun
like
time.
that was a fun
That was
time.
a double date.
It was a
That
double
nice.
date.
I even made a face just to be. Sorry about that.
We had a double friend date last night.
With the same person.
Yeah,
I wasn't gonna mention it.
that's true. Yeah, that was a surprise. It was fun.
Wow.
You know who you are.
Yeah, you know who you are. Shout out to you know who you are.
Miss you, by the way.
Love to see you
Well,
again.
it's so funny because last night she was like, I wish Bianca and Joey were here.
Yeah. And you, Aesha, of course.
Well, me, myself, and I.
Yeah.
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 I would have brought dough. We would have done a whole thing.
Yeah, it would have been a
You
whole
would have been
situation.
included.
Yeah.
Yes,
No, you're good. And then
absolutely.
the brie cheese bowl with the cranberry. Like, we went to Big Bear and everybody cooked. This was like a few weeks ago. It was for Thanksgiving. Everybody cooked. Everybody made a lot of stuff, and I tell you not, the highlight of that meal was the brie cheese. The most simplest
sounds
dish.
good.
God, that sounds
Bianca
amazing.
made.
Literally just put it in the oven with some cranberry on top.
And that was like,
So
everybody went
simple.
like crazy for it.
It's cheese.
It's
Yeah.
cheese.
It's
It's
cheese.
always going to be
But
a
those
hit.
like
Yes.
baked bries become so popular
Oh, so
at
good.
this season.
Yeah.
And
Like
they
a-
make it with different
Or like a
I saw
top
garlic
pastry
one.
wrapped
Yes.
brie.
I want a
Like,
garlic one now.
Delish. Yeah,
That's
there's
so
one.
good.
You
I
said
sent
that
it-
to
I
me.
want the garlic
With the
one.
garlic, the garlic butter on top. Oh my God.
I still need to make those rolls from Valles. So.
Oh,
stop.
that's right. The seaweed,
All of us-
like cinnamon roll thing.
Was it June?
So good.
In June, we went to
so good.
Valle de
Went to June,
Guadalupe.
yeah.
Valle de Guadalupe.
And we went to
the start of our summer.
The start of
Yes,
our summer.
that was the kickoff to the
Wonderful.
summer.
one of the best trips we've ever had.
Oh,
The simplest
hands
and best,
down. Best
quickest.
trip.
We went to a restaurant called Anna Malone, and we had like a 9, was it 12 or 9?
We had 12
12
courses.
meals. We were-
These dumb bitches. We decided to do 12 courses.
it was you two.
That's true.
We
We
wanted
No,
You know,
the
in our
wait-
defense.
The waiter was very good at his job.
Yeah,
he
he
was.
was.
Okay, and
He
he
convinced us.
He convinced us. He literally said, "If you're going to be here and you're going to have this experience, why wouldn't you go all out?"
Yeah, and we were like, done.
Enough said.
We were like, Metro,
Why
you
would I
have a point.
I mean, he basically said, "If you don't do 12, you're stupid." I said,
Yeah.
"I'm not stupid." And then when the 12 came out, I said,
I'm an
fucking
idiot.
stupid. Yeah.
No, all of us, we were like 5 courses in, and we're like,
We're done.
we were like,
was
going to
gonna
die by
yeah.
course 8.
no,
I was like, I
think
can't do
we
this.
all thought we were
We
going to
only
die.
wanted
Yeah.
8, but he was like, the whole table has to
Yeah,
get the same
yeah, it
amount.
has to be, can't be.
No, he was a good salesman because the
Yeah.
other waiter was like, no,
Oh,
that's,
yeah.
not,
That's
true.
not true.
But honestly, yeah,
So he got
that's
us.
right.
So at the end
Yeah.
of the day, you
But you know what?
accepted,
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, we
I
accepted.
accepted.
you
So
know,
anyways-
pesos in his pocket. We're fine.
Yeah, we're fine. If you were ever out there, definitely the restaurant's beautiful.
Yes,
It's
so
so
good.
good. So
Alone.
they had one of the it wasn't even a meal. It was like a starter, like not even part of the 12 courses.
Right.
It was this like seaweed bread.
Yes.
It was like a Hawaiian roll with seaweed in it.
Yep.
I know it
Yeah,
sounds
seaweed
disgusting.
dusting.
Yeah,
type of
yeah.
thing.
And then
like
what
a
was
fresh
it?
butter.
Like a
And
yeah,
miso
it had
brothers.
a
miso butter,
honey
miso honey butter.
It sounds
It was-
not appealing, but I
No.
still dream of this bread.
It was
It
umami.
was like a pillow.
We all dream about it.
Yeah,
It is
No,
so
it was,
good.
and I don't like seaweed, and I was like, I'm down.
This
This
is it.
that
So
was
good.
so good.
Yeah.
It just like melts in your
Oh
mouth.
my god, it was
Literally.
that
so
bread
good.
and what's that other bread?
Isima.
Isima sourdough bread.
So
Oh.
good.
We
haven't
That's
had
in
it yet.
Hollywood.
No,
It's a
I'm
new
telling
sourdough.
you, between those two
Oh,
breads,
I'm such a sourdough hoe.
just
That's hard to make. Sourdough
no, that is
hard.
the best sourdough I've ever had in my life.
the starter. Yeah.
Do you agree?
It is, yeah.
The best sourdough
So
I've ever
good.
had in my life.
All right, that's where we're going.
Well, there-
We're going
we're
there.
going next.
It's in LA. You know, you never want to go. You sometimes want to go. So
Oh, I always want to go.
Will
That's
go.
a lie. I'm
Well,
always down.
I have to like pull teeth sometimes.
Yes, that's true.
That's true.
I'm not
That's
gonna
fair.
lie. It's-
But for sourdough, you
it's
may
a bitch
want
to get
to.
up there.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you
It's super
drive, I'm
good.
there.
I'm always down to drive.
Yeah.
You're right, but I'll be there next time.
For the
You have to
sourdough?
know what we're doing.
The
Yeah.
rest of the
Sometimes
food
you're
was
like, let's go out
okay.
to drink. I don't care about drinking. I can do that at home
For free.
for free.
We got to see
I'm gonna get
Diana.
an Uber and everything. Yeah, at Diana's, then we could stay at Diana's. That's my cousin,
True.
by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah, then we could stay there.
Yeah.
We're down in Melrose. The
Yeah.
clubs are really close.
Yeah.
Then it makes sense.
But so
Right.
this
We're
is
not
like
saying that
we
it
have to
doesn't
we
make
have to go for a drink and bread only because the rest of the food is okay.
It was okay, yeah.
Okay.
But the bread is the highlight of the
It's
Maybe
show.
this is how we start off New Year's Eve.
We have
Because we don't have plans.
Okay.
What are you doing for New Year's Eve? Because we don't have plans.
We've already told everybody on the podcast to send us plans, and nobody.
Nobody's invited.
I
The
just
invites
don't-
that have come through. Zero.
I just don't feel like California is a big.
It used to
New
be.
Year's.
It used to be,
Pre-pandemic.
but pre-pandemic, but now
It was huge.
afterward,
Now.
Nobody knows how to act.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
everyone's like,
What do we
they have
do?
no idea what to do.
I think
I'm
I've
right there with
texted the
them.
most randomest people. Hey, what are you doing for New Year?
Yeah,
Aisha literally texted this.
So
So I was like,
frustrating.
dude, Aisha, didn't we meet them in April?
I want to see you from the beginning of the year
buddy,
again.
how's it going?
So, like,
Again.
What's the NYE plan?
I was dying, but she was like, I text so and so. I was like, Aisha, didn't we meet them once in April?
I didn't even hit them with like how is it going? Like what's
Yeah,
what's
like,
happening?
What's happening? It was
I'm like,
just
are
like,
you doing anything for New Year's?
Yeah.
Did they have plans?
They moved to Fresno.
They did not
Like,
have. They
come
did
up to
not
Fresno, and you're like,
have
Pat.
plans.
Yeah, they don't have
They don't have
plans. They don't have plans.
Enough
I
said.
was
They're
like,
gonna
well-
get drunk on the couch.
Yeah.
Yeah, and miss midnight.
Pretty much.
So that's how desperate we've become.
Yeah.
That we're outsourcing so far.
I find it so hard to find New Year's plans that are actually.
It was never this bad. I think just
What is Dee doing?
post-pandemic.
We're gonna have to ask
I
her.
have no idea.
We're gonna have to ask her.
I should text her honestly.
Well,
I
it's
should
next
listen-
week,
yeah, listen
so
to this, and I don't text her.
time's clicking.
Yeah, so time is a ticking. We need to figure this out.
It is next
mean,
week, huh?
Yeah,
and
it
Christmas
is
this weekend.
Yes.
Yeah.
Which,
A
yeah.
lot going on.
Yeah. 2023. Here we go.
It's amongst us. A big
Yeah.
year. Well, 2023, we're starting single. We're obviously starting married.
Yes.
I hope I stay that way.
We'll see how it ends. We don't know.
No, it's going to stay. There might be a kid. Who knows?
Yeah.
But
Hey, knock on wood. Don't wish shit on me. Let's keep it the way it
I never
was.
asked for
I
that.
like 2022. Let's
Yes.
just keep it going.
Keep
that
it
way.
going.
Yeah.
We're going to
With the
keep our
good times roll.
husband. We can't let our husband go.
Yeah, absolutely.
Thank
no,
you.
Joey's a keeper for sure.
But based on this information, we two episodes ago,
A couple episodes ago.
we spoke about an article that you can probably elaborate.
Well, it
better
was
on this.
talking about the rise of lonely single men. If you haven't listened to the episode, go listen to it. It's very interesting. As all our episodes are. And no, it was talking about the rise of lonely single men. Men make up 67% of the dating app users. But because, just to kind of quickly recap, because women can provide for themselves, they are making it happen without a man, kind of in the economic realm.
which makes us lose patience.
Yeah, so makes us lose patience, but we are no longer looking just for a man to support us. We're looking for more. So we're looking for the emotional connection, the
Looking for a
emotional
partner.
Yeah, a partner, a true partner, not just, oh, I'll be the wife, you be the husband and provide the money, I'll take care of the kids. That's not it anymore.
Right.
Kind of like our parents, the
Right.
older
There's been a
generation.
zeitgeist since then. We've shifted in
Absolutely.
the times,
But then we found a really interesting Instagram post. And then this guy was talking about how everyone wants kind of a ready-made partner. They want that person who is emotionally available, ready, like just, we don't really have to do anything. We're just going to get to know each other, date, and then if this is going in the right direction, we get married. But most men are not like that. Or
Right.
most people.
Right.
Yeah.
I want them like already sculpted the way I want them, but
Yes.
also no baggage.
Yes, yeah, and no baggage, which is a big one. And he was saying that that's not realistic. And so you kind of need to bring down your expectations, not necessarily your standards.
Right.
There's a difference between standards and expectations, but you got to bring down your expectations back to reality. And
I
that
agree wholeheartedly.
you have to, well, and this is kind of,
So it's why
we wanted to get your opinion because, and again, we've had Amit and Samir, friends of the pod, on to get a male perspective of different types of things. But to bring in the female perspective and a married female perspective, what are your thoughts on kind of that whole? You do have to have realistic expectations, and that you're going to have to refine, basically, a partner. Like,
Well, I think okay, so I'm gonna say yes, but then
Yeah.
there's complexities in it, right? So there you want to refine them, but you also need to be refined. There's no way that you're always 100%. I mean, we're consistently growing. So to expect someone already to be grown, it's like, well, then they're already done with their life then if they're already grown.
that's true.
Good way to put
point.
it.
We can't find someone already done.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We are in the baking process together.
No, it's true though.
That's what it
That's a good way
is.
to
We're
put it,
there
yeah.
together, and to expect someone's loaf to be done and you're not, it's like unrealistic. You are a partnership with each other, and hopefully that partnership helps you continuously grow together. Fortunately, that's how some people split, right? Where you grow differently. But the hope is that you grow together consistently, and as long as you put the work in relationships, I think that's really where it is. But to think that you're just gonna find someone already ready, and I know that it's kind of hard right now at 30, where you're like, well, I don't want to meet someone with the same maturity as when I was 21. Like,
Yeah.
and I get it. I
Right.
met someone at 2021, and we were at very different maturity. If you guys met Joey then, he would not even be eligible.
Anywhere, yeah.
But he's perfect.
Right.
You know what I
Right.
mean? But it's just because of where we are in our lives, right? So
Yeah.
I think,
Well, what role did you play in that though?
well, we moved in pretty quickly together.
Because she moved for college.
Yeah, so
Got
I
it.
moved for college. We moved in about 6 months.
Wow.
And
I
we
didn't know it was
decided
that soon.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
we decided about like
Well,
3 months.
Because she had to go to San Jose for college. He still had one more year, but they were so smitten by each other that he was like, I'm going to take my year remote and I'm going to move with you
Wow.
to San Jose.
Yes.
Wow.
Now, I wouldn't necessarily recommend that. I wouldn't tell like a 21-year-old,
Right.
you know,
Yeah.
like, you know, this is it. Like if you
Yeah,
feel
absolutely,
it,
go
go
for
for
it.
it.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
because the trials and tribulations were there.
Right.
Oh, I bet.
And I don't think we needed to go through that type of relationship
and
hardship
she-
or that type of like maturity at that point. I could have been
Right.
partying a little bit more if I wanted to.
Right.
We should have been. But it worked out. It worked out. But
Yeah.
I think at the end of the day, like it's different because we were very young. But
Right.
at the same time, it's not because you're always consistently growing together. So a 30-year-old you should meet and they should have gone through some type of life trials. I
Right.
mean, at
Right,
some
I
point,
agree.
like at least some that you've at least seen too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Even if
Yeah.
it's not with a girlfriend, even if it's with
Right.
roommates or you, because a relationship is the same with everyone. You know, a relationship with your mother, relationship with your siblings, with your
Yeah,
coworkers.
relationship
It's
is a
work.
relationship. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So I think that's the main thing is standards high, obviously.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Right.
But expectations of meeting someone already perfect, we're not already perfect. So we're not
Right.
going to meet someone already perfect.
Yeah.
It's someone that you find that attraction, that you see are vulnerable with you, that are willing to put in the work with you. That's the person you should be with, for me.
Yeah. Well, Anisha, part of the three. that
Mhm.
is single. So what's your perspective? Because like, again, like you're like Bianca's been through it, you know, and then we're kind of in it. So like and just Sana and I have shared our experiences with this and our thoughts. So what are your thoughts about it? Like as far as like even being in the dating scene right now and like expectations.
0.
0 out of 10 do not recommend.
You know, I think that I dated a lot this year. I think I really put myself out there
Yeah.
and I went for guys that I wouldn't typically go for because I think everyone deserves a chance.
Yeah.
And you know, you meet people online, which is our new normal, or you meet them through social media, mutual friend, whatever it is. But when you meet in person, things can change. You could actually have chemistry. And I have gone on a lot of good first dates, and I have met some really good guys this year. But taking it further, I feel like where I struggled is having the same, like that connection where we want the same things in our future. And that's kind of where we kind of don't see eye to eye. And that's where I don't want the second date then. Because I'm like, well, I have expectations that I want this and this and this for my future. And you're not there because I think the guys our generation don't mature until maybe 35 now.
Honestly,
They're
it's
not-
so true though.
No, it's taking time.
Yeah.
Yes.
And that's like back in the days, maybe they were maturing at like 26, 27. Now it's getting pushed back. So where we women are like financially, what we want in our future is not what the guys our generation want anymore.
No, but it's so true though. And that's exactly what the article was kind of saying, right? Like, because the way that most like men or boys are, if you can hear that, that is Bianca pouring more wine. If you just listen and don't watch the YouTube video, you can hear
Me and her face, we're just like,
Yeah, trying to be like so sneaky about it. No, we're not shy about our alcohol consumption here. No, but it's true. Like it's no longer. And that was one of what the Instagram post is saying is that we're not raising boys to be like, look, it's not going to be enough that you have a good job and that you can provide because that's like basic. That's like base level.
But you know what? I don't even think that guys use that anymore as their advantage. Their way to get a girl is I'm 6'5". Okay, cool. And
but we're
what?
also stupid to believe it. We're like,
we're all of a sudden into it.
Yeah, all of a sudden there's a million red flags, but it's like, well, he's 6'5", and everyone's like, I get it.
We're all those memes
We're
where it's
all
like
those memes,
my
yeah.
type is just a bunch of red flags.
but
everywhere.
6'5".
I was just going to say, but like 6'5" is a red flag.
Oh yeah.
No, it is. But
If that's his personality, like characteristics,
that's the personality. That's how.
then-
Yeah. No, but it's
a
true
red
though.
flag. Like, you're gorgeous. Don't get me wrong. Like, I'd love to look at you, but
it's like,
That's
where is
it.
your height
Yeah.
gonna take us?
Right.
exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
But that's. I mean, I feel like looking at you, Sana, we've met some men that their personality is I'm cute, I'm gorgeous.
One who thinks they are and one
Yes.
who actually is.
Yeah.
One of them's got to figure out who is.
Yes.
Who was.
Yeah. That's up to you to decide.
It's up to you to decide. But no, I agree with you on that. I don't think. I mean, or obviously, it's already a red flag if a guy's coming off the bat telling you, "Well, like I'm 6'5". Like
Yeah.
the fact that you have to say that, but we're the problem too, right?
We are
Because all these girls see that and then they're like, "Oh my god!" Like,
Yeah.
because
we encourage each other in the bullshit.
It.
We're like, well, I mean, but he's 6'5". You might want to give it a chance.
No, we're part of the problem.
We are part of the problem. Absolutely.
It's the dumb hoes. But
yeah, we're the dumb
not
hoes.
us.
Yeah.
Because Aesha cut it off. So
No, but I think that's the thing is getting into your 30s, right? Which like you kind of talked about being in your 20s. Maybe you weren't totally thinking that way, but now in our 30s, I think that's the plight is that we are so like I know not necessarily expectation, but like your standards.
Right.
Yeah.
And I'm just not willing to bend on that.
Yeah.
But I think most women are willing to, I don't know, like how you did with Joey, like, like put in the effort.
You
like
gotta put in work. Absolutely. There's going to be things that, there's going to be things that frustrate you about them.
Of
and
course.
there's going to be things that frustrate them about you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? There's things that we do that they're like, what the hell? I never grew up with a girl or whatever it may be.
Yeah.
It's like, that's freaking annoying.
what's so funny is that I read an article and it was like the best guy to date is one that has a younger sister and an older sister.
Because they know.
And that's literally Joey.
He does have both, yes.
Yeah.
And I can understand why that is a good type of
Oh, yeah.
guy to date.
Right.
And
Yeah.
recently, like, just through experiences, I was like, I don't really like dating guys that don't have sisters because a lot of them just don't, like, not that they're, like, deal breakers, but a lot of guys that don't have sisters, just their outlook on things are very
Or
different.
only children.
Or only children.
Only children
Only
is the
children.
worst.
That's
Red
hard.
flag. New red flag. If he's an only child.
That is hard.
No, those are the ones
That's-
you have to work on. Because if they have good relationships with mommy and daddy, then we're probably still okay. They just
No,
need
but if they're
exposure.
like if they're
That-
too
that could be-
attached to mommy and daddy,
That's
that's
a
also a
problem.
problem.
They look like they're dating
Especially
their mom.
mommy. That's a problem.
Yes,
That's a huge problem.
But usually, if you're an only child and you have a good relationship with mom and dad, you're
But
probably
it's-
you're probably
I
No,
mean,
I get what
agree
you're
with that.
saying.
There's
No,
no-
yeah.
there's
I get
no-
what you're saying, but there's too much attachment to the child. Like, I don't think I want in-laws that are like obsessed with their kid. I need them to be worried about other kids.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Healthy
Healthy.
relationship.
That's why
not,
I-
not,
yeah, healthy
not
attachment.
anxious
That's why
attachment.
I loved it.
Nothing.
Yeah, it's not healthy. But I love it with multiple siblings, right? Like, I love it with my ex because it's like there are so many siblings. They're busy with everybody.
Right.
Yeah,
If there's
Yeah.
one, like the focus is like on that
Hyper focus.
one kid.
it can be.
It will be.
Give some of these kids a break.
Yeah.
I'm sorry for an only child, but it depends. Like if you're an
They're
only
out there like,
child,
I can have a relationship. I swear to God.
I'm not damaged.
I've been to therapy. I've been to therapy.
there's two different types. If you're an only child that grew up with like a lot of cousins,
Yeah.
very different.
Reasonable.
Yeah.
Very different. But if you're an only child that grew up with just you and your parents,
It's hard.
your social skills will be
Yeah.
off.
Well, there's also like I know only children who are very charismatic, like very charming, like they're actually it almost seems as if they did grow up with siblings because they were an only child. They learned that like the best way to attract more friends and have like people in their life is to be sweet and kind and sharing. Like they learned all that at a very young age, so they, didn't grow up selfishly. But then you have the other
flip
opposite
side.
Yeah, the flip side where
You don't share.
you don't share.
with your
It's just been
sibling.
you. Like it's the focus has always been on you. You don't ever have to do anything, right? And they've carried that in. Situationship. He was an only child. Well, technically he's not
Was
an
he
only
an
child.
only child?
He's not. Technically he's not, but he grew up like one. So that's the problem is that he has such a huge age gap between his younger brother.
Yeah.
And then he also has he has a half brother and half sister, but he didn't live with them. So, and the thing is, I don't know, there's a special, there's a dynamic when you grow up with a sibling.
I 100%
There
agree.
is.
Just
Yeah.
knowing how to annoy somebody,
But you also know,
having
yeah.
that hatred, but like love at the same time.
Yeah.
Having
Right.
that battle.
Yes.
But you also have kind of like someone to go through. Yeah.
Yeah.
You have someone to go through things with.
Yes.
Yeah.
You have that shared
Kind
experience.
of have an ally at sometimes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I mean, I think because all of us have siblings here, so I know that all of us have at one point been like, let me tell you what your mom said. You know? Like, your dad, your mom.
I will be telling my mom about this.
Yeah, like, you know what? I'm going to tell my mom.
Right. Yeah.
No, but it's
which
true.
is funny because we have brother and you both have sisters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
we kind of know.
Yeah. Me and Bianca have the same life in different races.
Just a darker skin
Just a
tone
darker
over here.
skin
I'm not joking.
Like two over here.
She
yeah.
has a half sibling. I have half siblings.
Yeah.
Our parents are divorced. We have the brother that's the same age.
Grew up with our moms.
Grew up with our
and
moms.
yeah.
Everything is very.
You know what's funny? Because Aesha and I kind of had the similar because I think we both grew up in more very like traditional
Traditional
households.
households.
Parents are still together.
Yeah.
Sisters like really
Right.
didn't give a ton of freedom to go do a bunch of
absolutely
stuff.
not.
Like now we're
more controlled.
more controlled.
Right.
How interesting.
Yeah.
I didn't really.
No, we
really
always
bad.
Even though we were controlled, it's not compared
Oh
to
no,
you guys.
compared to us. No.
But compared to like the American child, we had a very controlling.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
No, but we have like parallel lives. It's kind of funny.
That's really interesting.
Because
Yeah.
our
That's how it
brothers
works
are
out.
the same age.
Yeah, that's interesting.
And we
Yeah.
both have, she has a younger half sister. I had 2 of them.
Yeah,
so it's like,
she and
it's just so.
And we're much older than our younger
Younger
sisters.
sisters.
Yeah. So that's that's a very interesting dynamic, especially.
It worked out.
And our mom are like strong power women. It's,
Yeah,
it's
that's
funny.
Right.
So
Oh
when
my
we
god.
first, when we first
Both
talked,
our
we were like,
moms.
sisters.
No, both literally. Because my mom's with a Mexican guy, and so is your mom.
literally. It was like the parent trap. We both put out our photos at the same time.
Is that you? The rim down.
Two different culturally
Am I
photos put
actually-
together. It was perfect though.
I'm
Together.
like, am I actually an Ecuadorian?
Switched up
I
bird.
for sure thought I was like, yes, I am Indian. This,
Yeah, no, I promise I am. Oh my god, that's
this makes more sense.
the parent trap that killed me.
Funny.
No, but it is weird. Like,
Yeah,
it
it is
is
weird.
so parallel.
No, but that's very true.
And that's what you have to find in a mate. Someone who like parallels. Isn't similar, but parallels.
Because Joey
I
a
think
little bit
that's
has
true.
similar to you.
Parallels,
Yeah.
Joey
Yeah.
has similar growing up situation compared to you.
Yeah.
Mhm.
No, it that I think that makes a huge difference.
Foundational similarities.
No,
not the
very.
little shit like, do you like olives? Like,
Right.
Yeah, you can no, but it's true.
It actually works if
Yeah.
you guys are opposite in that one.
Yeah, you can have all the olives.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's fine. No, but that's very true. I agree with that. You really do have to find someone that has had somewhat. I think it helps if you find someone that has a similar background to you
Mhm.
and kind of that similar whatever it was like, and that just can like, I don't know, share in the same shared experiences.
Yeah.
Because I think it also makes a difference in regards to like the emotional, like knowing how it felt, like
Exactly.
like
Right.
coming from like a divorced
You don't have to
situation.
explain as much.
Exactly.
You can
Yeah.
explain your story, but you don't have to explain everything that
They get it.
how you feel.
Or
exactly.
they
You
just
Yeah.
get it.
Exactly.
They get
Yeah.
it, and you have that instant like connection, and you have something in common that you
and it's
can
just
like relate
easy.
to.
You're like,
It's
oh my god, I
yeah.
don't have to really explain it.
Right.
Where
Yes.
you're like, no, it made me feel this way because of that.
It doesn't
I agree
No,
with
but
you.
it's true.
Yeah.
Because sometimes I do feel like with families, like parents that come from like uber traditional families, like they sometimes look down upon like, oh, you come from divorced family, especially in the
Right.
Indian culture.
Right.
They look down upon it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where it's like, oh, you're gonna be with a girl that came from or a boy from a
yeah.
divorced family. They look
Right.
down upon it.
Right.
Mhm.
Exactly. Because your family's not together.
Right.
Yeah, it's
And
very
you-
common.
so you
It's
grow up
very
together.
common in our
Technically, you come
culture.
from a broken
Broken
house.
broken house.
You know,
That's what
broken
they call it.
family,
must
and you're
have-
like, okay, well,
You
calm
must,
down.
yeah, you
Yeah.
must have issues that came
Yes.
up
No,
with that.
Yeah.
in our culture, it's very like problematic.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Where like, I mean, my cousin had this issue where they like a little bit. It was like, oh, they come from a broken family. Like, it's.
And you're like, but I'm not broken.
Yeah, you're like, well, I mean, that's kind of harsh.
That's the
Damn.
adults.
It's a judgment. They grew up differently. It's
Right.
a judgment.
Yeah.
It's very judgmental, the culture and all of that. But it is nice to have someone who has, they understand the
Yeah. That's
the
how
dynamic.
That's how I feel about with people who grew up like within a Christian home. Because like if you like, there's like some Christian comedians that like I follow, and like the things that they say, like you hear it, you can like see it, you know
You get it.
exactly, like you
Yeah.
get it, like
Yeah.
you just know like how certain things were like weaponized towards you growing up, and like just the things that people would say, and like you just. It does like you're just connected, and you don't have to explain it. And sometimes, like, not to go like on a dark, but like sometimes you don't have to explain the trauma,
Right. No,
you know,
that's
or like the
true.
triggers,
Yeah.
you know, because like
Well, you could also joke about it together because you're like, oh,
Yeah,
you know.
yeah, you remember,
But if
yeah.
someone who doesn't know, you're like, you don't fucking know.
yeah, let's go. Like,
You don't
first of
know,
all,
don't
that's
talk to me.
insensitive.
Exactly.
Yeah. Don't talk to me about that.
Yeah,
We're not
First of
there
all, that's a
yet.
trigger. Okay,
Exactly. We're not that vulnerable.
yeah, we're not that
Calm down.
vulnerable. Yeah,
So, yeah.
but it's true. Like you don't have to end up explaining like, hey, like this makes me feel insecure, or no, I need that reassurance,
Right.
because
Yeah.
they get it. But yeah, I know coming from a specific faith, like it's like you just get it, like you just know it, and it's hard to explain.
Yeah.
Someone who hasn't gone through it, nobody gets it.
Yeah.
And no, but I think that this makes for a little bit of a better
Yeah. A better
Situation.
foundation.
Yeah.
Foundation.
yeah.
Yeah.
No, for sure.
Foundation always has to be, hard and steady. You know what I mean?
That's true.
It's not all dirty.
Yeah, I
Aisha looked at me.
I agree. I mean, I
I
think
saw her face immediately the minute I said hard and steady. She just looked at me. I'm like, yeah.
No, but it's
solid.
true.
Is what I mean.
Yes,
Solid.
that's a better term.
Thank you.
No, but I've heard someone say that. Like, it's like a connection. It's like it's really truly built on like the same values, and like that's what you really have to have in order to have something successful. Like, it's not this, like you said, it's not the small shit of like, I like cheese, this person doesn't.
Yeah.
Like,
Right.
that's whatever.
Yeah.
Like, you can deal with that.
Music genres, movie genres.
Yeah,
None of that.
But it's like
matters.
values.
Yeah.
Like, what do you value? What is
Your
you know,
morals.
your morals, ethics. Yeah. All
That's
of that.
important. And then are you
God.
attracted? And then are you willing to keep on working with this with me?
Yeah.
Boom.
That's the hard part is I feel like
Finding
that.
someone who's
It's-
actually willing
that's
to do
what's
it.
Well, it's our
hard.
generation
Whoa.
because
Yeah.
everybody's so quick to call it quits because the options are endless, right? It's so easy to be
Yeah.
like, well, I can go on social media, I can go on anything and just
The
find
casino.
another person.
casino
Yeah.
factor.
You know,
Yeah,
I feel like.
I don't like apps.
Do you
because of
think
that.
this is interesting? Do you think that if you met Joey and apps were prevalent, things would be different?
Yes, of course it would be different. It would be so different. If I found him on an app, I don't think I'd take him seriously. Honestly, I don't know if I'd want to be on an app. I just think apps are made so that you can look like at the similar shit, and
Yeah.
so you're
Right.
just picking people off of
Yeah.
movie genre, food,
Yeah.
da-da-da.
Well, not like you're
and that's
picking.
not really gonna get you anywhere.
You're picking someone off a picture.
Yeah.
Because the very first thing you
Yes.
see
and off of what
is a
they
picture.
want you to see about
Yes.
them.
Yes.
Yes.
So it's really not,
It's-
and
and then
yours,
you
and you know yours is
scroll.
fake too. So
Oh,
it's
yeah.
like, if I know my shit's
You're like,
fake,
this is the
then
best
your
angle.
shit's fake.
Yeah.
And I know I'm just saying I'm extra active. Like, there's some of them where I'm
Yeah.
like, you
Right.
did not do 6 miles every day and do yoga and daily
No,
affirmations in
yeah.
a journal. Like,
I
please
hate those
stop.
guys.
Yeah,
I
like,
hate
God.
those guys.
anyone who
Work
does
on
them, like,
myself, guy.
Yeah.
It's
I'm going
great to work on
therapy.
yourself. It's wonderful to do those
But
things.
people that
when you
actually
have
work
to
on
say it,
themselves
they don't
say
say
it.
it.
Yeah.
Exactly. No
So-
one really puts it on a billboard.
Yeah.
And is
Right.
like,
If
just
I found Joey
got
on an
done
app,
with
yeah.
therapy.
Exactly.
Nobody does that.
Nobody does that.
That's actually
Right.
doing it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
That
that's
doesn't want attention.
you're not genuine.
Yeah.
You're not
Well,
genuine
on the
about
first
it.
date, you'd probably come up in a natural conversation.
Right. But like
But
listening
not-
to Deepak Chopra is not going to therapy. Like, just because you listen to a fucking
Going to hot
podcast.
yoga?
Yeah, or hot
Yeah,
yoga.
exactly.
Like just because you sat there and like meditated for an hour, that's not therapy, bro.
Exactly.
Like,
That's not
doing
gonna,
the
that's
work.
not going to be enough.
Yeah.
So yeah, if I found Joey on an app today, I'm sure we wouldn't give each other the time of day in that sense. 'Cause
Isn't
I
that
find
funny?
just
That's what makes dating so hard.
Yeah.
now.
That
That's
no,
what-
it does. Honestly, arguably the apps have ruined dating.
Yeah.
Like they
Oh,
really
it's
have. Like there
apps-
was that like bell
Yeah.
curve, right?
Well, because
Like
each side has a different objective. Like
Mm.
are we all really there to find love? And I think the answer is no.
A
Like,
lot, a
and
lot
that-
of them
and
want
that's why-
validation.
Yeah, a lot of them are validation. A lot of them are just
validation,
saying
fast love.
it's just a checklist.
Oh, yeah.
Love
there's-
bombing.
there's
You know about love bombing.
Love bombing.
Yeah.
There's some people who literally do like 5 dates in a day, and it's
Right.
literally just about, okay, I got 5 today, and I'm like,
Yeah,
if it's a
you're-
numbers game, then you're not really
Yeah.
actually getting to
Right.
know anyone. Like I've seen some TikToks where they're like texting each other, and it's like the same message to the same people
Yeah.
over
Oh
and
my
over, and I'm
God.
like, okay, so then you're not actually dating.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're
interviewing.
Yeah, you're
at this
interviewing.
point. You're not
Right.
dating.
and you're not actually the
Looking.
position's not even
No,
open.
the
Yeah.
position's not open.
Right, right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So somehow it's closed. Yeah.
That we've had a good conversation about this where it's like you are wanting you're wanting me to go for a position that's not even open.
Exactly. What am I doing? Why am
What
I
am I
doing all
doing?
these flips and tricks
Like
and all these
Bianca always
things?
tells
Yeah.
me, she's like, you're going for a position that's not even open.
No, but
Yeah.
it's so true. That's such a great way
That's
to
what
put
it
it.
is. I
Because
mean-
yeah, I feel like
But
you're
you
just,
have to interview them too. Like I get that
Yeah.
we get in this limbo. I see so many of my girlfriends who go on these interviews, right?
Yeah.
These dates, and they become interviews. And I'm like, but did you interview them? No.
You literally
What the-
told me
what?
that.
Why?
You were
Why
like,
didn't you interview them?
I
Like,
think
Yeah.
like
if
my
your position was open, why weren't you filling in for it? They were obviously doing that for you.
So I think it's interesting because the last 5 weddings that I've been to, the couple met on an app. And so I have that theory where it's successful.
It could be.
It could be.
It could
Yeah.
be
It could
because
be.
no one met organically. No one
Right.
met through
Right.
a mutual friend. It was all on the app, which is great.
Okay, so it
So
shows that it works.
So it
Yeah.
works. I feel like when I was on the apps, what I liked about it was I met people that I would have probably never met outside of
That's
the app
true.
world. So some great people. Yes, it's not the one for me, but I met some really cool people, and that's
Yeah.
like the one thing that the app does give you is like
Yeah.
this person lives in LA. I live in LA. Would we have probably met at a bar? We probably would have not talked.
Yeah.
But because we matched on this app and now we have the opportunity to talk,
Opportunity of exposure.
it's kind of nice, you
Well,
know?
Also, I feel like it does give men a little bit of the courage to say something because a
Right.
little bit they can hide behind an app. Whereas most men, I mean, I really do have to give my hat off, to
Right.
men.
Yeah.
Like I could not do the whole going up to a girl in a
Yeah,
bar
right.
and like, I mean, I could I don't know. I can barely like send my food back, like.
No,
I went up to Joey, so I can't even say that.
I'm like Bianca.
See, I'm not like that.
If someone's attractive.
Yep.
Go with the energetic pull, and I hate to be that hippy dippy
I'm with
chick,
you on
but
that.
like there is a pull, and you're like it just tells you, and if your heart go for it. Just what's it gonna do? What's the worst that's gonna happen?
Say no?
No, exactly.
But it's always the hot guys who are afraid of rejection. The ugly guys have no problem coming up to you.
Well, because they have nothing to lose. That's the thing; they have nothing to lose. Whereas a really hot guy, right? He's gonna get rejected. His ego can't handle it.
No, but that's
because
always
his whole personality is I'm cute.
Right.
Yeah, that's also if you're at a bar, the hot guy will stare at you, but the ugly guy will approach you.
Oh, yeah.
Approach you.
Yeah.
It's always like that.
Yeah.
But confidence, like sometimes
that's why you get up and you go up to the hot guy.
Yeah.
What are you doing with?
Yeah.
I mean, if we're at a bar. What
No, true. Yeah. It's like
but confidence is like if you're an ugly guy, but you come off with swag and confidence. It's attractive.
Oh, so attractive.
Yeah, this is exactly what we debated with Samir and Emmett. Like we were talking about like the Ashwins.
Ashwins.
Ashwins
I don't even know an Ashwin.
Yeah.
Explain.
Samir was basically saying like you're not going to give maybe the dorky
nice guy, sweet guy
the time of day. The Ashwins.
I did hear that, and I remember thinking you're absolutely wrong.
Yeah,
because I gave mine an absolute
time
of the day, more than time of the day. Like
yes,
and he was a gamer. Right. And I know that was a point of his too. That gamers stay behind. And I'm like, no, gamers have some of the hottest girlfriends because they actually have the confidence and they don't subscribe
because they're kind. Like they're nice, they're kind, they're sweet.
They know what they actually have. They're like, I'm a human being who wants to be with this other human being. We're two human beings. Why not try?
Well, again, because their whole personality is not built off of I'm hot.
I'm this pedestal, and I can get her.
I can buy you this.
It's not object,
I can. It's not about
I'm
that.
not an object. It's about two humans.
Yes.
And let's see if we connect.
Right.
Period.
Right.
Not I'm at this level, so I can only get this level, and I have to. She's not an object. She's not a trophy.
Right.
Yeah.
Same with a guy.
You can't win it.
Exactly.
But you know what's funny? We say that she's not a trophy, but
we love being a trophy.
We love we absolutely do. But even like the flip side, like if I messaged any of you guys and I was like, hey, I'm starting to talk to this guy, the first thing you guys are going to ask me is,
what does he look like?
What does he look like?
You guys aren't going to ask, how tall is he? What does he do? Like after,
that's true.
the very first thing you're going to say is, let me see a picture.
But you know what? I feel like that's primal, though.
And I think it's more to put a face to what
you're
doing.
About.
But you also want to see what he actually looks like.
Right. But I will say though,
you know what? She's not wrong.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong at all by any means.
We do that.
However,
that is horrible. You're so right.
We absolutely do that.
We do, and then based off of what they look like, unfortunately, I'm going to tell on ourselves. We are okay with certain things happening and certain things not.
Right.
Certain people were like, you shouldn't take that. And then some people were like,
but again, this is
he's a good man. He's a good man.
He's a good man.
This is what we do. Let it slide.
The problem is that's what Samir said.
We're just reinforcing.
You know what? That is a problem, and we can all admit to it.
Yeah.
However, it's pretty privilege. You're talking pretty privilege.
But I will say though,
it's not totally right because at the end of the day, that doesn't exclude that other people have a no chance.
Right.
Well, you know what? It's not actually true because I feel like the last guy I was talking to, everybody else across the board can say he's good looking, but you guys from the day one were all like, no, minus Aesha.
Yeah,
correct. And everything we did, I had him on a microscope where I was like, absolutely not.
Yeah.
Like he had a different level of having to go over for me in my sense.
And he was a good-looking guy, so it's not always true.
He's a great-looking guy.
It wasn't. I hope he's not listening because he doesn't need to know that.
Yeah,
but
no, he knows that he's a good-looking guy.
There's
Nobody
no
needs to tell him that.
His Instagram's curated.
Yeah, he knows. He knows.
Curated.
He has mirrors. Like,
he knows.
He knows. No, but that's exactly it,
sure.
though. I think that there is certain behaviors depending on what else is involved. Because that bro had no redeeming qualities.
Right.
And I was like, I am done with this.
Aisha's more forgiving.
Yeah, Aisha's way more forgiving.
Who do I trust?
Yeah. I mean, no.
In my defense, I think I was in another country, and I think I was just like,
You trust Aisha to have fun, okay?
Aisha will always tell you to have fun.
Aisha's forgiving.
Yeah.
Aisha is
a little more forgiving.
No, I think I'm literally right in the middle, and then Jackie's
I'm on the other
extreme.
opposite.
You're
right.
I'm
fuck that guy.
She's the extreme.
And then she's like, go
I got the whole spectrum.
And I'm in the
you got to
middle
figure out where you land.
I'm in the middle of
And
like
other
pick
thing-
up so that I can see what I have to cuss him out for. Like let's hang out and
Right.
then I'll fight with him. you
Oh
know?
yeah, see,
Where
but
you're
I'm
don't even
like,
look at him.
no, I'm like, hey, let's hang out so I can rip him a new one and explain to him how
and
much he
Aisha's
does
like,
not
so
have
when's
to
the
offer
next
the world.
hangout?
Yeah,
I'll be there.
yeah. And Aisha's like, does he have friends?
just like him.
Yeah, just like
That's
him.
exactly what happened.
If they're more unstable, sign me up.
Yeah, I'm still mad at you.
No, that's literally
That's a
it,
different
though.
story for a different day.
Bianca's very upset
Yeah.
at Aisha.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, I mean, well,
Yeah.
yeah.
Let's
Yes.
play a game.
you
So
go
let's
first.
play a game.
This is me.
We're gonna play Have I Never Have I
Never
Ever.
have I ever.
This is
Okay.
what we're doing.
Oh, never have I ever played hooky from school or work. That's how I've
definitely
never
have.
done that.
I have.
I never
absolutely
have.
Both.
Both.
Yes.
Yes.
No, I can't.
Both.
Oh.
Growing up, I never did.
Senior year,
no.
I used to call out and be Anita.
Well, that's because we grew up with
Again,
strict
yeah, did
parents.
you?
I called you out.
You did call me out.
Yeah, but you didn't do it yourself.
Yeah,
you didn't do it yourself. That's the thing. Did I like sneak off campus?
That's what
like,
I'm asking.
No. I didn't do it like to cut class. I did it like during lunch
Oh my
when I wasn't
gosh,
supposed
on-
to. Like that was like my extreme.
On
that was my
senior
extreme.
ditch day, my mom called out for me because I told her what was happening because I was too scared to
was
do
down.
it myself. And my mom called,
Jackie's behind.
said I'm sick. Yeah, so
My mom's gonna see this episode and be
No,
like, I told you
I
you
had
were
a
in trouble.
full absentee contract by the end of senior year because of how many absences I
How
had.
many you've had? No, I could never. Oh my gosh, no.
I know,
no.
I graduated still with
Okay,
A's.
you
like,
you
still
know
did
I have
great.
with
Oh, no.
work
yeah.
and
Yeah.
not my current job, but when I was in college, hell yeah.
I mean, yeah.
Right.
No, I'd still never. I've never
Sorry,
done it with
Jennifer.
work. Yeah, sorry,
You never
Jennifer.
had a little
No,
day?
no. Even
You
when
have
when I've been legitimately
Disneyland.
sick.
Disneyland,
Oh, no, no.
you have called out fake at Disneyland. No, you
I
have.
don't remember.
Disneyland,
To go out and party with
Yeah,
you.
no.
Disneyland was legit because if you call out once, you get to be out for like
3
3
days.
shifts.
Oh hell yeah!
Mhm.
First job.
We
Great
love it.
job.
Great
That was
job.
great,
So
yes.
she has.
Yeah,
I'm gonna say she has because I've been there.
because we've been there for
Because
it.
of her.
No,
I'm pretty sure I've been there during the OCC
yes,
days. So.
yes.
You know what?
Yes.
I learned the trick later after high school when this really could have been beneficial is when you fill out the emergency cards when you first register,
put your
Yeah.
number.
you sign it yourself.
Yes.
So that the signature is always the same. If you
Absolutely.
where were you? Like,
But my mom was there doing it.
I made all
So-
my packets for school.
Oh,
from
yeah,
my
see, I
mom
never did
literally
that.
gave them to me. She was like,
I
"This is
was
yours."
like,
no.
here, fill this out,
Same.
sign it, and then I learned after
same.
I
you
had
should
my
have
mom's
signed
signature
it.
on lock. Like I knew her.
I did
since,
too.
like,
I
12
didn't either,
years
but I
old.
would just call the office and be Anita and be like, she's not feeling well, she
Yeah.
has to go.
No, couldn't do it.
Oh, senior year, I was never there.
scared.
Because I was so scared. I was like again under like lockdown, really.
But how are they gonna
then-
find
Now
out?
you still can
Because
The
they call
opportunity
you.
is
The
like,
opportunity
there.
is there. You can do it now.
If you called out in our high school, they
No, but
will
they-
call your parents.
Not
and
if you call
confirm.
first. That's what I did for
Yeah,
you.
not
If
if
you
you
call
call
first.
So you never knew.
Right.
I was too scared.
Oh, I was too scared. I don't think I could have done it. Like,
Well, yeah.
my
You know what?
mom.
That's why we have the same life.
Yeah. All right,
Yes.
my turn. Same life. Okay. Never. Never have I ever accidentally driven from Hollywood to Fontana after attending an event when I actually live in Orange County. You both have to drink
No,
because
no,
never
no.
have I ever done that.
I literally looked over because I was like, "There's no way it says that."
but it does.
I was wondering because Jackie kept staring at me while
Literally.
reading that.
You know, in my defense, I didn't do it. I was a participant.
You did it. That was part of your night.
I was a
Yeah.
In my
participant.
defense,
Drink.
I was a
Yeah,
participant.
drink.
I was a
I'm
participant.
drinking with you guys, but
Yeah,
drink.
yeah, I'm not drinking for this. I'm just
Yeah,
drinking
you're
because I want to
drinking in
drink.
general,
But
I was a
You
participant.
know, sometimes those maps on the car are a little rigid
are they, Aisha?
Are they? Aisha? Are they?
and they get you to other places where you shouldn't be going at 4 a.m.
You know, I've ended up in Compton, so I can't.
You know what? Bianca, Compton is not as bad as Fontana.
No, I agree.
From
but,
Hollywood.
She drove my car to 0.
Yeah,
I did.
but mine was from like Santana to Compton, so it was a different like direction where I shouldn't have been in that.
Yeah,
area.
still not as bad.
You're like
It's
opposite
like, why
way.
did I even
No,
get on the
We
91?
might have,
Yeah.
if we didn't get a call from my mom, we would have been in Vegas, most likely.
Probably.
would've.
Vegas is always calling.
Does
I think
Montana
I
take you to
would've-
Vegas?
I'm
I
pretty
don't-
sure it does.
You know what? If
Somehow.
you where were you on the 15 or
Where
we
were
at?
we, Aisha?
I thought we were on the 57.
Oh my god,
I
you were
don't
probably
even
on the
know.
15 or something.
I have no idea.
The
Lord have
60,
mercy.
maybe even the 60.
Yeah.
I don't know where,
60.
but it wasn't.
You know, I have
Which
no idea.
hits the 15 though.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, so
They
then you
both
would have
do,
been like,
yeah.
like gone
Montana's
to
like that
Vegas.
Ontario.
Yeah, Ontario.
area,
Yeah, Rancho.
I probably would have
Cucamonga.
waited till the car got to 0 and then just Ubered.
You know what's funny? It's, I haven't spoke to her about this since. I was like, you have a Tesla. How did you not think to stop and charge it?
It's
Because
the
I
same
didn't think
way
it was
that-
gonna
it's the same
die.
way that she ended up in Fontana.
Yeah, she wasn't thinking.
She was not thinking.
She was not thinking.
All right,
That's
moving
the
on.
situation. All right,
Moving on. Never have ever peed in my pants as an adult. I have not.
Not as an adult. Maybe as a kid.
I have. Oh, both of you.
Things in life have been really funny.
Life's the funny thing.
Exactly.
I guess I've been working on my Kegels because.
Yeah. Oh, I need to do
No,
that.
I was 18 and I was young and young.
I was young and I was drunk and I was young.
Yeah, and things were funny. And things happen when it's funny. You know what I mean? You just can't hold things.
How about you, Jackie?
This was, I think, 31st birthday. You were there. You weren't there for that particular situation. But we went day drinking. We had brunch, and I had never really done like a brunch thing, which I was supposed to go to a dinner for my dad because our birthdays are very close that night. And I was like, oh yeah, it'll be fine because I'm going to brunch at like 10 a.m. And I should be done by like 1. No, come 3 o'clock. And I'm like, I'm plastered.
I was not there at that.
And I'm done. And so me and my friend Alex, who I lived with at the time, we go home. And I'm trying to make it up the stairs because I have to pee so bad. And I'm trying to make it up to the stairs in our house. But of course, I'm walking super funny, right? Because I'm trying to like keep it all in. She's laughing. I'm laughing. Literally start peeing while I'm going up the stairs.
It's when you're giggling.
Yeah, I come back down, stumble to the bushes, and just pee in the
gosh.
bushes. Because I was going to just literally just like puddle right there. I mean, I'm not proud of it, but it wasn't
Well,
fun.
now the internet
proud.
knows.
Okay.
The internet knows, so it's fine.
All right.
I'd be proud.
I think it's very ironic that I pulled this one. I think you guys will all understand why.
It's why you cheated one.
Right?
Never have ever cheated on someone.
The irony.
Go ahead and drink, Asia.
Do you need a drink?
You know what's funny? Because I actually was just having a conversation with someone very recently about this. There's a thing. If I'm in a situationship,
It's not cheating.
You were young.
That's
You were
not
young.
cheating.
It's not
That's
cheating.
not cheating.
yes, and I
100%
think
not cheating.
I'm allowed to date around.
Absolutely.
I'm allowed to
Absolutely.
do.
Unless there's a commitment.
By those standards,
No,
we've all
absolutely.
cheated.
Yeah. By those standards, we've all
Cheers.
cheated.
If
Cheers.
we're in a committed relationship where I know that we're actually in a relationship, then yes, of course not. But if I'm in a situationship, then yes.
Then the doors are open.
Oh, yeah.
The doors are open.
And you haven't given me a title. I haven't given you a title.
Yeah. If there's no
Absolutely not.
title,
Then
yeah.
then
If
we're
I
just-
can't be
Or
introduced as your girlfriend.
If we are
no.
18, it's happened.
It's
Yeah.
happened.
Yes.
Yes.
Well, I
Or
mean,
not for me, but yeah.
we were young. It was there. It was young.
Yeah.
Okay, Aisha's rules is if I was young or if I was in a situation.
Yeah.
yes.
You know what? That's
Fair.
fair.
Yeah.
That's fair.
It's fair. It's
Absolutely.
fair.
If you don't have a title, you don't have
It
to be
shouldn't
loyal.
matter.
Absolutely
And they don't have
not.
to be loyal to you either.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly. Goes both ways.
Yeah.
But it's very funny.
We're not
that I chose
hypocrites.
this
I like
one.
it. Did you see how I said what it was?
Yeah.
I knew.
Immediately.
Yeah.
So it was
Yeah.
like, it's cheating, isn't it? She's like, you don't know me, but yes.
Never have I ever done a drive-by of an ex or crush's house. Drink up, ladies.
I wouldn't say
No,
we did.
Mission Lupita.
That's what I'm saying. But he wasn't an ex. It was a situation.
No, he wasn't
an ex or a
Was
crush.
he?
Or
He was an
crush.
ex.
Or
No,
crush.
Aisha, he was an ex.
We all need to take a drink
We
because we've all done this.
Absolutely did this.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Wait,
Because
can I tell you a funny story? Are
this
you
was a
telling it?
horrible story. But
I met somebody who had a sibling who, me and that guy were in a situationship. We ended, but I introduced him to Aisha to his sibling. Him and Aisha started having things. They started dating, whatever. They, this whole time, gave us this, like, address of a mansion where we thought that's where they lived. They showed us the pictures and all that stuff. Bullshit happened.
Was
he
this
was
during OCC?
Yes, you know
Oh
about
my
the
God,
story.
I love this.
Was I talking to one of them because for you guys?
Maybe. Yes!
Yes!
You have another
Yes! Through Facebook.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yes.
I love this.
But
Yes.
Through Facebook, you had me talking
Yes.
to that one guy.
Yes.
I
Yeah, I
remember.
think it was the youngest one.
Yes.
The youngest one I was talking
Yes.
to.
Oh my God. I
There's
love
a-
that.
Just so we can get more
right.
intel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he did something fucked up to Aisha. We were 18, 19 at that time,
You know.
20, between those
Yeah.
age range. He did something fucked up. We were young girls, so we were pissed one day. We were like, we're gonna toilet paper, Baconate, whatever we want to this
Well,
house.
I think like the little backstory of that was if you live in this mansion, I think he sent me like a selfie and
he would have her meet him outside
the house that you never went in.
Anaheim Hills.
Yes.
I remember this.
Wait, where in Anaheim Hills?
I don't remember.
By Slater's 50/50 on Imperial.
Yeah.
Shut up. Wait, behind?
Yeah, those huge houses up there.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is where he told me he
I remember
lived, right?
this.
I was like, it's either there or Peralta Hills.
Yeah.
Or off of Serrano.
One day he sent me a photo and the walls did not look like the walls of a mansion. And I was like,
You're like,
wait.
bitch, I know that
So
that is
I
below the
saw
canyon.
that.
That's stucco is a
we-
one bedroom, one bath.
No, that is a popcorn ceiling. I see you in the back.
So we went out one day to like Irvine's or like some mall, and I always held his wallet.
No, wait, let's give the story first before we get to that, because that was before we found out.
That is before we found out.
my
So one day we were so pissed. Like, we had a Lupita mission. I don't know why it's called Lupita.
We call it Lupita.
It was called Lupita.
We were
like,
all black.
in our hoodies. It was the funniest shit. We were in a mini.
love it.
And we,
I wish you knew how they looked back then.
Oh, God.
Actually, I wish you knew how we all looked
Look
back
back
then.
then. This just makes the story that much better.
We weren't as chic.
Yeah, we weren't as cute. We were not cute.
It wasn't a Kim
Oh, I met
Possible
that when
moment.
she was 20, so like, I have.
So
like,
that
I wasn't
in
that
black.
cute.
Yeah.
So we,
All of us.
all of us.
Not just you. All of us.
we wanted to make sure we were in a
All of
discreet all of them. We wanted to make sure we were in a discreet car, so we asked Christine to borrow her minivan from a particular van.
The full-on van.
So it was four of us.
Dodge Aerostar.
I believe it.
It was four of us. So we toilet paper Baconate this house. We destroyed this mansion from the outside. Come to find out, that was not their house.
Because they lied about that.
lied about it.
So we just did all
We
this
felt
stuff.
so guilty.
We were going to give them a gift card.
We felt so guilty. We were like, what if it was an old couple? Who are these people?
Who are these people?
You should probably look them up now on.
Well, so it's funny because
I guarantee you, it was
know,
like Debbie and Bob that
yeah.
bought that house in like 1975. They've raised their children.
I,
That's 1.5 million.
Yeah.
I continued dating this guy knowing that he lied to me because he never brought up that his house got messed up. And I was like, okay.
We were confused.
Yeah.
This is interesting. What
And
did
it
you
happened
tell
this
me
weekend.
that?
Yeah.
So one day, whatever, we went out and I was like, oh, like, let me hold your like wallet in my purse. And then I was like, Sana, I have this wallet.
I was like, go to the bathroom right now.
I'm going to go
Yeah.
to the bathroom, send you a picture of
Absolutely.
his ID. I sent it to her. She Googles the address. It's not the mansion. And that's how we find out that what he said to me, he even lied about his name. Like,
Yeah.
that's how, like, to the extent that it was.
Yeah.
I
Even in
ended
the
date.
age range of the brothers was lied to.
Everything
my
was a lie.
God.
So
Yeah.
I ended the date early because I was like, Sana, we're going to show up to this house. Look at that.
Yeah.
Let's just go.
We didn't,
So we drove to the house.
We did drive to, but we didn't do anything.
But we didn't do anything. we
wanted to
confirmed
see it.
was
You
the
know
house.
what? We just wanted to make sure.
Compared to
His car was
compared to
there.
the mansion, it was a shack.
It was a shack.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
But
And-
we, to this day, I feel guilty.
Yeah,
you know,
for that
Bob
house,
and
yeah.
David
Yeah.
woke up and we're like, what did we do?
Yeah.
Yeah, they.
You know, 1,000 apologies to
1,000
Karen and Richard
apologies,
in
yes.
that home.
I feel so bad.
To
We
this
were,
day.
we were young.
You know what? It's
We
fine.
We did celebrate with In-N-Out, but we were young.
It happens.
After we TP'd the house, we're like, in and out.
Out. That's what you do.
It
All right.
happens, guys. I mean, my aunt used to get egged because of me because they didn't like me in high school.
Oh my
And I was like,
gosh.
oops, I put the wrong address in my
Sorry about it.
school district.
Sorry, Aunt Sandy. Whoops.
It happens.
It happens.
They deal with it.
All right. Never have I ever lied to someone in this room.
Oh, this is juicy.
Caesar, I apologize. Just kidding.
I don't know if we have we.
I don't know if we've lied about, maybe I've lied and like sugarcoated a guy so you guys aren't like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's probably the extent of it where it's like, I didn't hang out with
Drink
him.
up, bitch.
Part of the extent of it will probably be like, I did not hang out with him tonight, but then I would confess like 2 days later.
Like,
Yeah, I've
oops.
definitely have been like
Omitted for a
omitted
night.
details or like
Right,
3 days
exactly.
later I'm like, so I am still talking to him.
Like, by the way.
Yeah.
By the way, I'm
We're
not
in a
strong.
relationship.
I don't think I've lied. I'm a truther.
Yeah, you are.
fucking
Yeah, I think
whores.
I've bended the truth.
When it comes to men,
when it comes to
I've
men.
never outright lied.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
I've definitely been like,
Nothing that would harm the friendship.
again,
Yeah,
just
yeah,
reading,
yeah.
You guys would shame me.
Yeah,
Yes.
for sure.
Oh, yeah. No.
It's
But
I
more
would never-
for like being embarrassed because of yourself. Like I feel embarrassed to say this,
Yes.
so I'm
Yeah.
gonna bend the truth.
A little bit.
But I've never
I'm
sat
not gonna
there.
put all of it. Yeah.
Never sat there and said you look good when you didn't,
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
which is the most egregious
Yes.
And
sin
then
of all.
I
But
couldn't
you know
look
what?
at you the same.
Yeah.
I always confess.
You do always
Yeah.
confess. Yeah,
You do.
you're like,
You
all
do
right,
confess.
cards on the table.
Yeah, because
I slept
I told her I was gonna tell you I hung out with him, but then I did end up telling you.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
It always ends up
Yeah,
coming out.
because
for you.
she always
But
says, you're
can't
going to
help
Snap a
hate me.
picture.
Yeah.
Whenever she says, you're going to hate me.
more
and
things
I'm
come
like,
out, yeah.
what did you do?
Yeah.
What did you do? Yeah. It's,
See,
But you know,
I don't lie. I
that's-
just tell her immediately what I felt right then and there. She's like, oh. You bitch.
you dummy. Yeah.
Is it me?
Yep, it's you.
Let us see. Never have I ever clogged somebody else's toilet.
I have not.
Not somebody else's.
No, I don't think I have, to be honest.
I think I
haven't-
probably
I haven't had that embarrassment part yet.
Okay, funny story though. And I'm only saying this probably because I'm slightly tipsy.
Oh, I've been there.
We
I've
went
been
to
there for like an
Car
hour.
last night at the proper in
Are
downtown
you sure you
LA.
want to share this?
I'm gonna share it honestly at this point. And we were just like, we were not eating like full meals. Like we were having cocktails and then
Yeah.
like we were having like little like
Snacks,
snacks,
tapas,
whatever.
yeah.
Really, really good hotel prices, so they're very expensive, but
Yeah.
highly recommend. The views
She's
are
been,
immaculate.
she's been.
Okay.
Twice.
Yeah,
I
amazing.
haven't.
Okay,
Yeah.
well you need to go.
All right.
And my stomach was upset. And I was like, oh,
And I had
was-
to pee too.
Yeah, she had to pee too. And I was like, hey, I need to go to the bathroom. And she's like, me too. So we went. And we go downstairs to the bathroom and I'm like, oh my gosh, like I need to, like, it's gonna happen. Like there's things that are gonna come out of me. And so they did, and the toilet would not flush. It wasn't that I clogged it. It was that it would not.
It was
yes, it was already broken.
But the
And
funniest, she was like, "Get out of here now! I can't be."
I was like, we gotta get out of here. And she's
can't
like,
be seen.
why? And I was like, the toilet will not flush. Like, this is disgusting.
I was like, "Don't worry. Just if somebody comes and be like, hey, don't go into stall 2." I walked in.
Yeah, and I was
and
just
it was
like-
disgusting.
It was disgusting.
yeah, and I just wanted to be like, this hotel's disgusting. Don't go in. Don't go in stall 2. I think there was like a homeless woman.
When it's like this really nice,
It's a really nice bougie hotel, and I was just like,
That's on them.
yeah, that's on them. That's on them. You know
That
what? You
is
can't even
so
afford
funny.
proper
They
plumbing.
should-
That's on you.
yeah,
That's on you. And I told her, I was washing my hands, and I was like, hurry up, we gotta get out of here. And she's
would
like, no
too.
one's here, and I was like, hurry up.
Get the
Well, you
fuck
know what?
out
It's
of here.
Yeah.
better it's at a hotel than at a guy's
guy's
place.
house.
Oh my
True.
god,
I've never done a
I've never
guy's
done a
house.
guy's
Oh my
place.
God.
I've never done
No,
a
at
guy's
that
And that
point,
can
I probably
happen.
would just run out of the. I would run.
I'm done. The
I'd
date's
be like,
over.
bye. Yeah, date's over.
Never
Don't
talk
ever
to-
call me again. This is my
blocking-
number. Bye.
blocking
I would
him.
tell
Yeah.
I would
Why
tell
do
him.
I always get
I would
these
tell him.
things that are so
Yes.
relatable?
Yeah.
I don't want to know.
Did I hook
Never
up with
have
it?
ever been thrown out of a bar or a club.
That's also you and I.
Yeah, no, that is 100% you.
This
No.
reminds me of
Of
like
San
in
Diego.
Santa Monica at 12:12
I thought of San Diego.
when I couldn't get in, and we knew the guy. Our friends were out at the outside part of the bar, and the bartender or the security guard wouldn't
Yeah.
let me in. So I went to the side, and
I
my
have a
friend picked me
visualization.
up and put me inside.
No, I literally have the visualization so clear in my mind of me turning around and Aesha being lifted from the back. Like
be
over
inside.
the balcony from
Oh
the
my
back, not in the front. And
God.
she's like being dragged over the balcony and the bouncer still finds her.
He still finds me. He made me walk in a straight line, and he's like, "No." And I was like, "Okay." And I go to my friend. He puts me over, and the bouncer comes, and he's like, "No."
He said, I said
I thought
no.
of San Diego.
Yeah, I said no. I
What
said
happened
no.
Our ex is in San Diego. When we got X's on our hands.
Oh yeah, that too.
We got kicked out.
Yeah, but we were so young.
Again,
That's a
we were young. We
we were
there, he
20
was
years
young.
old.
That's a feat to
But-
be able
but
to
the
get
funniest
kicked out.
part
Like,
is
you gotta
that
do a lot of
You
shit to
gotta do
get
a lot
kicked
of
out.
stupid shit to
We
get
were
kicked
really
out.
we were at 20 years old in San Diego. 20 years old. We had a fake
Okay.
ID.
Ah,
We
that'll do it.
we were so drunk we were sitting on the bathroom floor. We were at the club.
Oh,
Literally.
no.
We went to Hard Rock.
Yeah,
Hard
you got
Rock
it.
Hotel at the
Oh.
club. And
Lord
we got
have
so
mercy.
drunk, and we were so drunk that this lady was like knocking on our door, and we're like, "Hello." It was a handicap stall,
Yeah.
and we get up, and she was like, "Come with me." She's like, "I'm gonna put this on your hands," and she put X's on both of our hands. I mean, it's like, "Are we VIP?"
No, you're kicked out.
No joke. I'm not joking. We both
Yeah.
were like, "Does this mean VIP?" So we go to the bouncers, and we're like,
And then
and you
bouncers
showed
like,
them their
no.
hands.
Yeah, the bouncers were like, yeah,
No, I'm
you're
not
leaving
joking
right
either,
now.
but like,
We were so excited 'cause what we thought the X's meant like get
Oh my
VIP
God.
behind the DJ.
The thing is, they told on themselves. That's the worst part. Is
that's
that they
100
told
yeah,
on
I
I
wish
wish
themselves.
you guys
Even
could have seen
better.
both of us. We were like,
Oh my God.
Like together.
Bouncer was like,
Exes.
ow.
Yeah, and they're like, go away.
He said, "Thank you for being honest. Let's go.
Yeah.
It's absolutely time for you to
We
get
had
the
told
fuck
on
no
out."
yourself.
idea.
Yeah. Sounds great.
So we have
Oh
fun.
my God.
we didn't know.
Yeah.
We didn't know.
Oh, we thought we were like
Oh,
flexing. We
they're
were like,
dummies.
Yeah.
The dummies.
They're
we were
dummies.
like, we're with them.
Excuse me, but I'm with the X crowd. Which
Double
clearly
X's.
means X, double X.
They thought they were with the band. That's great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
happens.
Oh my God.
That's fantastic.
Okay, we got two
We
more.
got two
Let me
more.
see.
Might as well just do it. Two more.
Let me see. Never have I ever crashed a wedding. I have not.
We did.
No, these dummies.
Everything's with Aesha. Everything's with fucking
Everything was
Aesha.
because Aesha is a yes girl.
Yeah.
And my problem is my mom is like, you guys
One
are
of the things
dangerous
I love
together.
about Aesha
Yeah.
is Aesha's always down. And she's
my
like,
God.
yeah, let's do it.
That's why
You know
I
what's
stay
funny?
around from Aesha because I know that we just immediately it's a yes.
You know
it's a
what's
yes, it's a
funny?
yes.
My budget can't afford it.
Yeah, my budget's not there. My bank account.
Skincare can't afford it.
absolutely
Like,
not.
no.
Yeah, my stomach, my liver
Yeah,
can't afford
the
it.
week. Like I
Yeah.
have to think whenever I'm like, okay, I'm gonna see Aesha. Do I have like 5 days to recover?
Yeah, absolutely. Because
And the
Aesha's
answer
a
is
yes
no.
girl. Yeah,
So
but I
I
go
don't
anyway.
Yeah,
You know what's
exactly.
funny this year since me and Sana both became single? It's been we're usually not single at the same time.
It's
Either
been a
one
regression.
of us are in something.
That's true.
Or you're not here.
The first
Yeah,
that's true.
thing that people said to me, cousins included, sibling, everyone, when they found out that me and Sana were single, they're like, oh God.
Yeah.
They weren't like, oh, friends, single, have fun. They were like, you and Sana single
Together
at the same
is
time.
trouble.
Yeah.
It's trouble.
It's trouble.
They're like,
still
yes,
is.
It still is.
It
And
still
now
is.
it's gotten
And
to
I
the
love
point.
how they pretend to find like they're looking for love.
Oh yes, this is the funniest part about it is that with Sana and Aesha, they're like, I just want a good
Why can't I
guy.
find a
Why
good
can't I
guy?
find a good guy? Because you end up
Well,
with
they're
fucking
out there.
Montana.
They're out
That's why.
there. Jersey Shore and
Yeah.
We had a good year.
Yeah,
we had a great year.
So.
But anyways, long story short, we were
skip that.
Yeah,
we had a
Cut
good
it
year.
out.
We had a great year. We were in Italy and we were at our hotel. We got back from I don't know where we got back
Whatever.
from.
Lake Como, we were drinking.
Yeah, like that was the most drunk. Like we were having whatever.
Yeah.
That didn't happen. Anyways. So we get back to our hotel. There's a wedding, and I was like, Aesha, let's go downstairs. So we go downstairs. Obviously, we're not dressed to be at a wedding.
Yeah.
We go to the bar, and we're like, we'll have 2 glasses of wine.
Open bar.
Open bar. We thought like, oh, we're just gonna slip through the cracks. We get hit with the fucking bill.
Yeah.
We get hit with a what's your room number?
No, this is my favorite thing about Sana and Aesha is that they always think they are very conspicuous.
Oh, yeah.
And when they're so flat out drunk and they're like, no one noticed, y'all.
Yeah.
And the next day, it is just like
And
the hits.
And the thing is, they try to smooze people while
Oh,
they're
they
drunk.
try to schmooze
we do.
people.
We do.
They try to like play it, and they're like, "No, guys, I'm being
And
so
sometimes
slick."
it works.
Sometimes. But then I
Sometimes.
also have
Sometimes.
pictures
But
of
if
like,
but if they've been
Sana
drinking, it doesn't work
drunk
anymore.
talking
Yeah.
to the security guys, and you're like, "This is obvious, Sana. Let's
Yeah.
go
For like 30
no.
minutes. And they're just like sitting there like, okay, honey, let's get you
And
back
he was
to your
like, she
room.
was like, but I was like listening to like about their wife Rosa. She's having a kidney transplant. like it is like the most drunk, and they're so obvious, and they're like,
Honestly,
no one noticed.
yeah.
We
you
didn't
guys.
know till the next day. We checked out of the hotel and I saw a bar charge, and I was like, "A bar charge?" And she was like, "It must
went
be
to
at
a
the
free
wedding."
We were confused. We're like, I thought we joined the wedding party.
Yeah, I thought we were slick, but we weren't.
You were never slick.
No.
That's what the both of you never realized. Is you're never.
Yeah, we got
slick.
charged for that. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, you go.
All right, last
Yeah.
one. Never have I ever kissed a friend's ex.
Friends.
I
ex?
have.
Like a girl?
Like, yeah, a girl.
Oh, wait,
like,
wait,
boyfriend.
a
Like an
girl?
ex-boyfriend, right? You've never kissed
So
their
not my
ex-boyfriend.
ex's girl. Okay.
A friend's
sorry.
ex.
Well, okay.
In my defense,
Her-
I was
his girls.
I was
like, nah.
18 years old, but I have done it.
Oh.
Wait, so a friend,
Nah.
your girl, your
Your
homies.
girlfriends, your homies.
You've done it. You came from
The
fucking
ex-boyfriend.
like a slutty school.
Slutty school.
Wow.
What does that mean?
I came from a fun school. We weren't necessarily slutty. We were
Oh my
academic.
God, in college,
And we knew how to
Academia.
party.
every day in college, it would be like so and so. We did that, and we did that, and I'm like,
Ooh.
So yes, I have.
I too have parallel lives.
Yes,
Paralyzed. I have not.
But at my young years, not in my older years.
Yeah. When I was
years.
really dumb in high school, and I apologize to everyone.
I apologize to.
I'm really sorry. That was fucked up. That was just flat out.
I was 18.
I would hate that
and
to
I
happen
didn't,
to me. So
no, we were young and dumb.
Yeah,
Right.
Very dumb.
12 years ago. Come on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For
No,
sure.
that's
Very,
fair.
very, very stupid.
It happens.
Happens a lot.
But
then you repent.
Exactly.
And then you grow.
Right.
We, you know.
And then you have to show yourself forgiveness.
Yes, you gotta
Even
forgive
if they
yourself. You don't do dumb shit. You don't have anything to go to therapy for. So,
That's true.
You know.
True.
Well, on
Thanks,
that
ladies.
note,
Yeah. On that note,
this has been a wonderful year.
wonderful.
I really,
Wonderful year.
me and Jackie appreciate everybody who has supported us since we've started this
everyone
podcast.
who listens, everyone.
I know
who
we're going to be back in
engages.
2 weeks,
Yes, but
in this 1 week hiatus,
yes, a moment of gratitude.
moment of gratitude.
Yeah,
It's been a
well,
good year.
congrats to you guys for doing this. It takes a lot.
Thank you so
I love
much.
having you guys
Yeah.
on.
Yes,
I'd
this
love
is
to make it a
great.
monthly thing.
Thank
Yes,
you for
we
having
should.
us as your finale. I mean, we
Yes,
feel really
we
honored.
appreciate
You
Honestly.
guys,
Yes.
everyone here is one of my closest friends.
Yes.
It doesn't feel right to do it any other way.
Absolutely.
And
Happy
It's
to
been a good
Hopefully,
year.
we have even more topics in the future to talk
Yeah.
about.
I hope
Cheers.
everybody has a happy holidays,
Yes.
a good New Year's.
Yeah.
And we'll
If
If
see
you have New Year's plans, let us know.
Yeah, if you have New Year's plans, let us
Get in
know.
the DMs because we obviously
Yes.
have none. But
Yes.
we'll promise
See
for
you.
Merry
fun.
Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, everything.
Kwanzaa.
Kwanzaa,
Yeah.
A Happy New
Whatever
Year.
you're celebrating, happy
Every-
holidays,
Nothing. Yeah.
happy New Year's,
Yes.
and we'll
We're here
see
for
you.
ya.
We'll see you in
Festivus,
January.
yeah. See you in
23.
2023, everyone.
Good year.
Bye.
Bye.